This is Lisa from Mobile Tech Review, and this is the Sony Ericsson Xperia X10 Android phone. We put this one in the superphone category. The phone is not yet available for sale, sorry, as of March when we're doing this video review, but we assume it should be out within the next couple of months. This one actually has US 3G on AT&T's UMTS HSDPA bands. Pretty exciting stuff. Though this is an early phone, it's fairly stable. First we're going to take a look at the device. It's typical of Sony Ericsson. It's absolutely beautiful. Top here is the power button. This is the USB port under here. Charging and syncing. Micro USB. 3.5mm stereo jack. Your volume buttons here. Dedicated camera button. Lanyard connector over here. And on the back, an 8.1 megapixel camera. Autofocus lens and an LED flash that takes really nice pictures. Again, typical of Sony Ericsson. This is a soft touch back, kind of grippy. It's nice. Obviously the rest of it's fairly gloss, likes fingerprints. This is a scratch resistant display according to Sony Ericsson. It has mechanical buttons here. These are not touch sensitive buttons. You actually press on them, which is fine. It's okay. And this runs Android 1.6 Donut. No, it doesn't have 2.1 like the Nexus one, but it has a lot of custom software on top that Sony Ericsson's been spending a good deal of time developing, so it's understandable that they would have to do a lot more work to get this working on 2.1. You got your standard Android application drawer here. And that's less exciting than some of the software that Sony Ericsson has developed for the phone, which is actually really cool and useful stuff. We've got Timescape here, and we've got Mediascape. First we're going to take a look at Mediascape. You can do music, videos, and photos here. We'll start with music. Sony Ericsson does know how to do a good music player. And we'll just tap on. You can shuffle, you can loop, and you can make playlists and all that stuff. Sound quality is really good through the speaker. If you take a look at videos over here, got that neat animated interface again, and we're going to take a look at accelerometer is built in, so you can just turn it to see. And I got some FIFA soccer action. Obviously, keeps it pretty well. And finally, there's the photo viewer. You can also view web photos from Picasa and from Facebook, too. So these are pictures that we've just taken with camera. It's a gorgeous capacitive 4-inch touchscreen. This is 480 by 854 resolution, same as the Motorola Droid. So it's pretty quick. For a phone that's not even ready to be released yet. I'm pretty impressed with this. Next we'll take a look at something that's really a new concept, which is Timescape. Now Timescape shows you pretty much anything that you want in time order. That's why it's called Timescape. Right now we kind of have the everything view here, and it shows the pictures I've taken most recently, my friends' tweets and Facebook entries. This supports Twitter, it supports Facebook and MySpace as well, social networking. And as you can see, it's updating on the fly and stacking the cards. And if you're looking at a card and you want to see more about that person, you just tap there, and you get a picture, and you can add them to your contacts. The neat thing about it is it's pretty quick. And it's a really interesting way of doing things, but what if you don't want everything in there, your pictures, your videos, you just want to filter it out? Well, you can do that. You can just tap on the Facebook tab and just see your Facebook friends. You can tap on Twitter and go see tweets. And tap on music, and you can see the most recent thing that you played. Photos, the most recent photos that you've taken, and so on, and there's also an interface just for email. That's pretty darn neat. Now we'll take a look at some of the built-in things. It's a dialer, pretty vanilla. You've got your favorites, a call log, link to your contacts. Web browser is the usual Android WebKit-based web browser. And it's actually going to be loading Sony Ericsson's full HTML site, which is a pretty heavy site to load. And this is over AT&T's 3G HSDPA network. So here's Sony Ericsson's own homepage, designed for desktops, not for mobile. That's a fairly challenging page. There is no pinch and zooming, however. So here we are loading our own homepage. And again, you've got the zoom controls here, or by double tapping. This will get you nowhere. So it's the usual good Android web experience. I'm going to take a look at Google Maps. Since this does not have 2.1, you don't get the spoken turn-by-turn directions. So here we are in Google Maps. And that was the first fix. That was very fast. It found us that quickly. Again, there's no pinch zooming here, so you're going to use these. Works fine with the accelerometer. And we'll check out Street View. And there's Street View. Really fast thanks to the 1 GHz Snapdragon CPU. Wow, that's nice. And we'll take a quick look at the YouTube player. I'm going to switch to high quality mode here on AT&T's 3G network, streaming this video from YouTube. That's about as good as YouTube is going to look on an Android handset. Beautiful 4-inch screen. We'll do a little superphone comparison here. This is the Google Nexus One, which has similar high-end specs. They both have a 1 GHz Snapdragon processor, large displays. This is a 3.7-inch capacitive display on the Nexus One. This is a 4-inch display, virtually the same resolution. See, this guy has to be a little bit bigger because the screen is bigger. The Nexus One aims to be thin, and it is just a teeny bit thinner than the Xperia. And there's the back view. And they're both hefty phones in your hand. They both feel like quality pieces. And for the inevitable iPhone comparison, there it is next to the iPhone 3GS. Again, both fairly large phones. Xperia is a little bit thicker, just barely, I think. So that's the Sony Ericsson Xperia X10, coming sometime this spring or early summer to the United States. Again, this is the AT&T 3G version of the phone. Visit mobiletechreview.com to read our full review.